What's going on, kids? I'm Sean from Start to Finish Gaming, and welcome back to episode 16 here on ARK Survival Evolved. Guys, in the last episode, we got ourselves some Shadowmanes. We also attempted to breed them, but ran into a few issues, which we'll go over in a little bit. But if you guys haven't checked out that video, in the right-hand corner right about now is a link sending you on over there. So definitely check out that video, then come on back to this one. But today, guys, we are going to be taking out our new shiny Shadowmane, and we're going to attempt to get ourselves some R-Megatheriums. We're getting ready for the Broodmother Fight. Megatheriums are the best way to go into it, and I want the new shiny R variant. So we're going to attempt to get a few of those today. But anyways, guys, here's kind of the issue. This is what ended up happening. I did mention in that episode, but to quickly catch you guys up, when we ended up breeding this guy, I ended up having to do a few missions, and one of the missions we ended up doing was the Maywing racing one. I did that on Alpha, and we have a baby boon, which hatchlings will grow up faster. Still going for a whole day. It's going to take a while, but it is what it is. Long story short, what happened was we bred up the male and the female, got this kid, and this seems to be a bug, possibly. I'm not really sure. But long story short, it wants infinite imprints. Basically, you finish an imprint, it wants it again, it wants it again, it wants it again. And each imprint, you only get 0.5 imprints. So, long story short, by the time this guy was completed, 48% was the full imprint. So, 65-14 in health, 1755 stam, 755 weight, 401 melee damage. Again, that's been boosted a little bit. I think it was around the 390s. And then 109.7 movement speed. So, what I ended up doing was, I took the male and the female back over to the island and rebred them the right way, and now we have our perfect Shadowmane, which, let's go over the stats of this guy, and I'll explain why it has 25 levels, but 7326 in health, 1755 stam still, because stam doesn't actually get boosted during imprint, 897 in weight, 417 melee damage, and 120 movement speed. So again, 100% imprint just looks amazing, honestly. I think this guy's going to be absolutely awesome for us. Now, the reason why it has 25 levels is because when I went over to the island, I bred the snow owls, I bred the carnos, I bred the dire bears, I bred pretty much everything, and just had this Shadowmane basically kill the kids, which is why it has 25 levels. What I'm going to do now is, let's actually bump up, let's use these levels. I want to go for about 15,000 health, and then I think the rest we're just going to put into melee, honestly. But let's see how quickly that goes. We might not even get to 15. Oh, we're getting close. Okay, that's 15-2. Yeah, that's fine for now. And then we'll give it 5 levels into melee. So we're looking at 15,238 health, 1755 stam, 897 in weight, and 453 melee damage, which is actually kind of crazy, to be honest. Let me put this back down here. I don't know why that actually happened. But this guy looks absolutely amazing. Again, it doesn't have the all red like we had with the original one, but I do like the color scheme and everything. It did end up getting the red for the, I'm going to call it the night lights, because I'm not really sure what to call them. At night, these guys glow and everything, and it ended up getting red, which was actually kind of cool. So it's going to be red on red, basically, which is kind of interesting. But, guys, we're going to go out today and get ourselves some R-Megatheriums just to get ready for the Broodmother Fight. If you guys find yourself enjoying this one, make sure to smash that like button for me. On top of that, guys, if you're brand new to the channel or you've already been enjoying my content but you just haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It really, really helps me out. And, guys, let's get into today's episode. Really excited for this one. Alright, guys, so as we're on our way over there, I saw this Enforcer, and I didn't really think much of it until I looked at the level. It's a 140 Enforcer, which is kind of funny. We're honestly going to kill this thing and then see what kind of blueprint it gives us. If you guys don't know, you don't actually tame these things, you end up killing them, and then they drop a blueprint to basically make them. So let's see kind of what we got here. It's Ascendant. Oh boy, it's going to take a lot of stuff. Alright, let's see kind of what it's looking at. Is it okay? Let's see. It takes 1,122 crystal. That's not the worst. Element dust, not that bad. Metal, yeah. Actually, it's not that bad. The health, 110. Stamina, 70. Energy, 100. Weight and damage, 95. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad either. We'll definitely hold on to it. It might be a possibility when we actually head over to Extinction. It's going to be a while from now, but still excited to actually have our first Enforcer, possibly. Alright guys, we are basically in the area where Megatheriums are. I'm going to try to draw like a box or something like that in my editing software because the power of editing, just to give you guys an idea of where the ranges of these R-Megatheriums are going to be. Essentially though, you're looking pretty much right when you enter the southern side of the Eden biome, up to about 60 longitude is pretty much the line right there. Mega spread all the way across from the one side of the Eden biome being to the left, all the way to the right, basically. So it's kind of like a little box that you're looking at there. Unfortunately, this is the only area where you're going to find them. They are fairly common, but at the same time, yeah, there's only going to be so much, which is why we have the Shadowmane. The ones that we don't like, the ones that are lower level, we're going to attempt to take on out. And hopefully, basically, taking out the lower level ones, eventually higher ones will end up spawning in. So, let's see what we can find, and let's honestly see how the Shadowmane's going to do. Hindsight's 20/20, but I probably should have brought over the Snow Owl to kind of heal this guy, too, after putting a ton of levels on him. But, let's see how this goes. Shouldn't be too bad, and I pressed the wrong button. Of course. There we go. Alright, first sighting is a 55, and honestly, they look amazing. I really like how they honestly did the R-Megatheriums. But let's see how he does, honestly. Now, our variants will take reduced damage, so there is that. And we have a whole little oh god, that's right, he gets the boost. Oh god, no. Jesus. And that's the biggest advantage on why I want to get R-Megatheriums. They get a bug boost, and it's a big buff, honestly. They'll take a heck of a lot of reduced damage. They hit like a truck at that point. Normally, they hit like a truck, period. But also, too, they just go aggressive to everything around them. So you kind of have to watch them. Does he still have the buff? No. No, she does not have the buff. Okay, let's see how this goes. Alright, that actually did not go too bad, honestly. I thought that was going to be a heck of a lot worse. Ooh. What level are you, monkey? 25, no. Alright, guys, not too bad of a start. That is a 145 Megatherium. Now, here's the thing. I actually got to shoot it, bring it on over here, and then I think we're going to try using the net gun on it. Let's see how this goes, though. Come on. Hit him. There we go. Oh, can it not get up here? I was going to say. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the net gun does work on the Megatheriums. That's actually kind of cool. And it has 9,000 torpor. Jesus. Alright, so it looks like it's actually stuck there, which is kind of cool. Let's see if I can do this again. Oh, I can. Sweet. Okay, so let's see how we do here. Yeah, Torpidity's dropping a bit, but I should be able to knock it out, hopefully, right now. Alright, and it's out. Sweet. Oh my gosh. To be honest, doesn't look like it has the best stats, but we'll have to see once we actually feed it and everything and wait for it to wake on up. But right now, let's just double check those stats here. 3996 in health, 1240 in stam, 1087 weight, and 190 melee. So the melee's not the best. Health seems a little bit low too. Stamina and weight seem to be good on this thing, but the two stats we don't really need. But anyways, guys, let me kind of look around here. I gotta get a little bit of food for this thing. I'm gonna look around and see if I can find a few more Megatheriums. And we'll kind of go from there, and we'll see what his stats end up being once this guy's on up. So let's see what we can find, and hope for some good stats, guys. Alright, and he's up. Sweet. Okay, let's take a look at the stats and everything. 4450 in health, 1720 in stam, 1203 in weight, and 308 melee. So, not the best. At least not the best for what we need. We're really looking for health, and we're really looking for melee, which in this department, nah. Decent weight, 1203, and then decent stamina, or at least it seems like it's decent. But yeah, not really what we were looking for, but it's okay. It's a 145 though, it's a good start. Alright, so we might have a chance here. That is a 130 female Megatherium. Let's get rid of this guy too, just in case we are going to knock this thing out. But first things first, I have seen a couple of baddies in the area, but what we're going to do is, let's actually check the what? Okay, so the health starting is 4884. That's already better than our male. Okay, we have to knock this thing out. This thing's going to be really good. I did see... Yeah, there he is. Okay, I was going to say, I saw something in the area. What level's the aloe, by the way? Oh, crap, it's 140. No. I'm not going to actually... I'm not actually going to tame it or anything. I kind of wanted to kill the Dimorph first. Because that's the last thing I need coming on to me. So we'll kill this guy and basically we'll start knocking that thing out, honestly. Come on, there we go. Now let's go. Gotta love the whole power bar attack and everything. 1030 damage. That is absolutely insane. But let's see. What do we get there? Anything good? No, just the aloe burn. But we do have mutton already, which is actually pretty good. So we should be able to knock this guy out relatively quickly. And, yeah, where did he go? Alright, there's our Megatherium. So I think I'm going to shoot it first, bring it on over to us, and then maybe hopefully get a second shot in before we have to use the net gun. But we'll kind of see how this goes. Actually worked out pretty well. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we can knock this out before it actually goes on the run or anything. Not really seeing what it's... Okay, 8-7. Oh, boy. Alright. We might be doing a little chasing. Yeah, it's gonna go on the run. Alright, that's okay. Alright, and it's out. Not too bad at all. Plus, that health is insane. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's put this away. Let's kind of get away from it for a second. Let that thing sit there. We'll wait for its health to go on down. Not its health, I'm sorry. We'll wait for its torpor to go down and everything, and then we'll check out the stats. But I'm thinking we have a really good health one here. I think the Pegomass X was from the last episode, actually. Not really sure where this came from, but... I think it's from the ending of the last episode, but it is what it is. We'll check out her. We'll check her stats and everything once she's fully up. Alright, I think she's all ready to go here. Let's throw the mutton in, and then let's check out her stats. Let's jump out of here, have the cryo ready. Should be enough. 4? Let me get one more just in case. Alright, and she's up. Sweet, did not need that. 5742 in health, which is a heck of a lot better. 1280 in stam. Okay, yeah, the male has a lot better in stam. 1015 in weight versus the male, 1203. And 272 melee damage. So, honestly, they're looking pretty good. I just would like to get one more at least. I would want one with a lot better melee, though, because, to be honest... As good as they are, 308 is just not going to cut it in the melee department. So, let's keep looking around, guys. Honestly, pretty good start, though, especially with that health. Really liking that health. But let's take a look around. Let's see what we can find. Hopefully one with better melee, though, because, yeah, that's going to be needed for the Broodmother fight. Well, It doesn't have the best melee, but that is a 135 Megatherium. Out of everything, it seems like the stamina is pretty high. The stamina is at 1360. So, I don't know. I feel that it's justified in getting it. I also like the colors of it, too, which is kind of funny. But anyways, let's get this guy on out here. Let's try to get this Megatherium. Should go pretty well, honestly. Again, I would like one with melee, but you kind of just roll with the punches, go with what you get, and kind of call it a day. So, we'll see how this goes. And it's out. Sweet. Okay, like I said, it's not really going to have the best stats or anything like that. The damage is looking at 175. But honestly, the stamina is not too bad on it. And compared to the other ones, I mean, we have a really good, or at least I feel like 5742 in health is pretty damn good. And then we have this one so far with 308 melee. As much as I would prefer a better... Whoa. What level are you, buddy? Oh, 162. All right, let's take it on out. I don't actually need this thing yet. I can't have this guy killing our Megatherium, though, so... Too bad. I probably should have checked the stats beforehand. That had... Oh, no. Are they going to go for the Megatherium? I didn't even notice them before. Because our Megatherium's right there. I wonder if I jump off, can I lure them over here? Yeah, I'm going to have to get them away from that Megatherium. Alright, overall, with all the threats and everything out of the way, the Megatherium should be safe at this point. I gotta go get some mutton. We'll check out his final stats once he's up and everything. Honestly, just expecting a decent amount of stamina and nothing much else. But I'll bring you guys back once he's up and we'll check out his stats. We need a better melee one, though, honestly. But we'll see how this goes. Alright guys, so not really sure what happened here, but I went to the Taming hub and saw that it's at 41% taming effectiveness. Not really sure what happened. I think it probably had to do with the, maybe the hyenas. Maybe they were actually hitting on it before I even noticed anything. I'm not really sure, but I think we're going to pass on the 135, which really, really stinks. But again, it only looks like stamina is going to be the best thing out of it, which, to be honest, boss dinos and everything, you don't really need stamina. And again, 3,700... No, I'm going to pass on it. Sorry, guys. That really stinks, but it is what it is. Alright guys, so it's taken a little bit of time, but I have in fact found a 130 female. Now, the melee's not the best, but here's the stat that I'm kind of interested in. The health is 5032 to begin with, so I think this one has to be our health one, because honestly, the best that we have is 5742. This has to come out better, right? Like, I hope so. Still have had no luck in the melee department, but we might just have to deal with the 308 and kind of call it a day. But let's get this started. Shouldn't be too bad at all, honestly. And let's see how we do. Alright, we're going to let it run around for a second here. Let's get this all loaded up. And let's chase it on down. Hopefully not too bad here. I think it was only at like 50-something hundred, so there we go. Let's just double check this before we go any further. Yeah, 5790, so we should be able to knock it out in this part. Relatively peaceful over here, though. I've had to kill a couple of alpha raptors and stuff, but overall, if you see that mammoth kind of in the silhouette all the way up there, that's really where all the bad stuff is. So down here hasn't actually been too bad, honestly. So, let's see. Should be another shot or two until this thing's out. Probably one more. And it's out. Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to probably have to go out, get a little bit of mutton for this thing. Hopefully, it should be okay here, honestly. Like I said, like, further up, it's actually not even this far. It's, like, further than that stego is where kind of trouble begins. So I think we're totally okay in this area. Ooh, lovely you. Ooh, 140 male. I think ours is a male, though, right? The one that we just got? I think the one that we have is a male on the island. So, I'm going to let that one pass. It's fine. If it ends up being a female, I can always make my way back here and actually get it again. But, no big deal. We're going to end up trying to find a novice just so we can get a perfect tame on this thing, honestly. I just screwed up the jump. But anyways, yeah, we should be able to find an ovis, no problem. Feed it some mutton, and we'll go from there. So we'll check out the stats once it's up, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. And she's up. Sweet. Okay. So again, this one had like 5,200 base in health. The best one so far that we have is 5,742. Whew, let's see what we got. 6,460. Wow. Okay, cool. Sweet. Really happy with this one. This one's definitely our health one, 100%. What is walking around? Oh, God. Diplo's getting to our Shadowmane here. Alright, no big deal. Shouldn't take too long to kind of deal with this thing. I will let you guys know that, yes, this Shadowmane is really good. I'm going to rebreed, though, because I went a little excessive on the health. I think we started out the episode by putting it at about 15,000 health, which I kind of realized was a bit excessive, especially because it has its own armor. So it actually has 120-something armor, quote-unquote, saddle. It's natural armor, 124.8. Yeah, so putting it up to about 14, 15, and then I ended up bumping it to over 17,000 health. So, yeah, I'm thinking a lot of those levels can actually go into melee, and we can make this thing absolutely amazing. But anyways, guys, of course, we're looking very good in the health department. Melee, I can deal with. It's 308 currently. Unfortunately, I'm going to wrap up the episode here. I am going to take a little bit more time to kind of look around and see if I can find a better Megatherium in the melee department. If I do, I'll show that as a highlight in the next episode, but if not, 308's not the worst thing in the world. I think we'll still be okay with it. There are a few more things that we need to do prep-wise to get ready for the Broodmother Fight, which includes Megatherium saddles. We have to get ourselves a Uranus. There's a lot still to do, but guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, smash that like button. Questions, comments, leave it down below. If you're new to the channel or you've already been enjoying my content but you just haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. And I'll see you guys in the next one.